Okay, quick question. When did laptops become allergic to screws? Seriously, at some point, manufacturers just woke up and said, you know what? Let's solder everything down so if one tiny part breaks, the whole laptops goes to silicon heaven. Meanwhile, I'm over here remembering the good old days when upgrading your laptop felt like upgrading a Minecraft build. So today we're cracking open a little nostalgia and a very upgradable laptop to talk about the revival of something beautiful. Machines that actually let you fix things. Let's get to it. All right, folks, gather around. And that reminds me, for whatever reason, it reminds me of the meme of Homer's dad from The Simpsons telling the kids to gather around the campfire. Anyways, because today we're talking about something that hits me right in the nostalgia circuit. Upgradable laptops. Yes, back in the good old days before companies started gluing batteries to the chassis like they were afraid we'd steal them, we had machines that wanted us to open them. Remember that? You'd flip the laptop over, remove one screw, and a magic little door would pop open, and boom, RAM heaven. And if you were feeling really, really wild, you could swap out the hard drive for an SSD that made suddenly your Windows XP machine go from I need 20 minutes to think to I'm awake, boss. Those were the times when laptops were built like tanks, weighed about as much as a tank, and ran fans that sounded like a jet engine taking off. But they were yours. You could upgrade them, fix them, modify them. They didn't fight you like modern laptops do. And that brings us to the Framework laptop, the underdog hero of our tech timeline. Because Framework basically looked at the entire industry and said, hey, what if, and now hear me out, people actually own their laptops? Meanwhile, everyone else was like, no, 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 no. You'll take the soldered RAM and glued down battery and you'll like it. But Framework said, nah. Framework is like that one kid who still brings a screwdriver to school because you never know when you're gonna need to open something. This laptop is modular, repairable, customizable. It's basically the Lego set of computers. Want more RAM? Open it up and slide it in. Need a bigger SSD? Easy. Want to replace your entire motherboard and jump from one CPU generation to another like you're switching Pokemon? Or Pokemon, however the hell it's pronounced? Framework says, go for it, champ. And let's talk about the expansion cards. These little things are genius. Instead of forcing you to buy a laptop with the perfect port combination that you'll absolutely still complain about later, Framework lets you choose your own. USB-C, USB-A, HDMI, DisplayPort, microSD, mix and match like you're building your own digital sandwich. You can literally rearrange the ports depending on your mood. Feeling symmetrical? Put two USB-Cs on each side. Feeling chaotic? HDMI on the left, SD card on the right, and absolutely no one can stop you. But here's my favorite part. The repair guides. These aren't vague, cryptic documents written in ancient runes. These are clean, step-by-step instructions that treat you like a functioning adult instead of a liability. Framework actually encourages you to fix your laptop. They want you to upgrade it. They want you to keep it alive longer than the average smartphone battery life lasts these days. And honestly, in a world where tech companies are acting like replacing a battery is equivalent to performing heart surgery, this is so refreshing. Now, does Framework bring back all the vibes from the good old days? Not entirely. You don't get the 8-pound laptops that doubled as self-defense weapons. You don't get the VGA port that was always loose for whatever reason. And sadly, you don't get the CD drive that just made enough noise to scare you, but not enough to break. But what Framework does bring back is the soul of those machines. The idea that your laptop should grow with you, not age like a loaf of bread. And let's be honest, there's something incredibly satisfying about knowing when your laptop gets slow, you don't have to toss it into the recycling bin and pretend you're saving the planet. Instead, you can pop in a new part, tighten a couple of screws, and boom, your laptop is basically renewed. Add a little canned air and suddenly you've got a laptop that feels 5 years younger. It's like giving your computer a spa day. So if you've been craving that old school freedom, the freedom to tinker, to upgrade, to fix, to accidentally drop a screw and spend 15 minutes crawling on the floor, then the Framework laptop might be the modern miracle you've been waiting for. Because it's not just a laptop, it's a statement. A statement that tech should be flexible, repairable, and actually belongs to the person who paid for it. Wild concept, I know. And that's gonna do it for today's video. If you enjoyed this little journey back into the glory days of upgradable laptops and the modern comeback tour starring Framework, make sure to hit that like button so hard that it rattles your expansion cards. Drop a comment telling me about the oldest laptop you've ever upgraded, repaired, or accidentally destroyed in the process. And of course, if you want more tech nostalgia, modern hardware, deep dives, and the occasional rant about why everything is glued together now, go ahead and subscribe. As always, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, X, the app formerly known as Twitter, and of course, right here on YouTube at J.R. Abrams Tech. Thanks for watching, and remember, keep your screws organized, your RAM seated, and your laptops upgradable. I'll see you in the next one.